Time on the track.
You be popping your shit, but if you taking like these conversations to get in depth instead of just telling the nigga about they need a third wall nonprofit, all that shit on the real note.
Don't diss my nonprofit.
No, on the real note.
No, on the real. Nah, I'm on the real, bro. Why you gotta bring that up, bro? It's for the children, bro.
Shots fired, nigga.
See, he still at me behind that video. So he taking every opportunity to come in, and you liking it tonight.
I'm not saying that.
Good guy, bad guy.
You tell him he wrong.
Good guy, bad guy.
That's what he's doing.
I can't.
He vouched for the nigga.
I can't. I gotta take the charge with the man. I can't. You just said I gotta take the charge. I can't.
Big facts.
Nah, but that's real, these conversations, because it make us get into in depth instead of nigga just speaking on the surface, because niggas don't know like the shit that some of the shit these was saying, like,
So
you would never know that.
But my question to you is this: since we having a good podcast right now, me and D's are gonna be down here a few days before we go back to our hometown. Or you gonna invite us back? Or you guys gonna invite us back on the show?
Yeah, man, we gonna fuck. We
chop it up.
How many more times we gonna be able to come on the show?
Man, listen, we gonna as long as y'all down here and we good and the space good, we fucking with it.
Yeah.
Hey, it's like on some shit.
I just love the convo, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know that. You like to talk.
I ain't been saying nothing this whole podcast.
I know, but you be humble.
I've been doing
but you
good,
like to talk.
That's the love, Meena. That's the love. You know the love becoming different. You know what I'm saying? That's the love. He know that why he fuck with us.
Big fact. Oh, that's a fact.
Vice versa.
That's a fact.
And I was watching that nigga Vlad, like, 'cause he always bring that up, and I respect it because it is what it is. But he go crazy, like emphasizing. Like when you talking about other podcasts, you know, because I did his first interview. I did his first, you know what I'm saying?
Leave Vlad alone,
and just know that it was like to the world.
Vlad showed me love though, bro.
No, what I'm just saying is, this picture of a nigga watching that and knowing that that's not true, but it's true to the world.
Oh, I see what y'all saying.
You see what I'm saying? So I'm watching that shit, like that shit fuck with me a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like keeping it real, like bitch. I'm watching that bitch like bitch. No, bitch,
no, you talking about? Because when I first got out, bro, it was my lunch break, and I jumped in the car and did an interview with them.
Okay.
When I first got out, yeah. I know
we had the first interview.
But Vlad said he had the first one.
Yeah, because
the world see.
the world.
Okay, all right.
Because we didn't put it out.
All right.
Yeah, we didn't put it out.
Yeah, I sure did do it with them first.
So I'm watching that bitch, and I don't know, man. He didn't say something. He didn't say something about us one time when he could give us an alley hoop or something, huh?
He didn't.
But I had to tell him that, and he said that wasn't right.
He said that ain't how it went?
Yeah, I had to tell him that.
Yeah, he did. He just
you know what I'm
didn't
talking
speak
about?
on it. I have brought it to you. One time he did.
Well, some of the time he did.
But
Yeah, I've been giving y'all props a lot of times.
One time he did, and then
Keep that straight.
I saw it again, and it was like, I know I didn't speak on that.
But I always shout out NORAPCAP podcast,
You do.
bro.
For the most part, you do,
All right,
bro.
let's
You know,
talk
I'm
about
just gonna
something
say-
Not that time, though. He must know the time.
I don't remember, but let's talk about
I'ma pull it
something.
up. I
I'm
wish-
thick and fit.
Yeah.
Don't pull nothing. Don't see me. Don't call my brother. Block you, bro.
Okay,
Don't
you
say
don't
nothing
talk
on
to
my
me
phone.
anyway.
You right, I be
So
talking
a block
gas.
don't even really matter.
But we might need to talk. We might need to
These, I gotta
communicate.
get your number, but I'm talking to you. I ain't got time to be playing with this dude, bro.
I gotta get the cahoots right.
Bill, man.
Yeah, man.
Oh, Jesus be happy to talk to. What's up, my brother? How you doing, my brother?
Nigga said, don't worry about that, guys.
Yeah,
Trying to be toast in the can, bitch.
I got you. Oh, Deezy gonna love that.
These, I got a question for you. When you noticed that you was about to get released, like, you know what I'm saying, what mind frame that put you in, like, you know what I'm saying, coming home, meaning, like, did you start having plans on, like, what you was going to do when you get home, or you just was happy to be free?
I was just happy to be free. And I was just let the course take itself. That's it.
Right, but you knew, like, I get on the outside, I figure it out.
Yeah. That's why I signed without, they made me sign a deal without suing. I couldn't sue. They made me sign for a lesser charge even though I was innocent. You know, and if I didn't sign for the plea deal, you know, I could have waited and tried to sue him and get paid. I didn't care about the money. I just wanted to get out. Yeah, I just wanted to come out.
And I just figured this shit out once I get out.
I'll go do anything. I worked for 2 cents. I made $19 a year working in the field.
Sensitive. Hey, so you had something else, man?
No, go ahead.
That's how like everybody who getting out on like so that's not considered no false imprisonment shit.
It's supposed to be, but I mean, everybody just won't get out.
He worked a deal with
So-
him to make it.
So everybody, that's how everybody getting out. Like that's a stipulation. You
With
gotta
life
sign
sentence,
something.
yeah, they make it sign.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sign for let's start manslaughter. They make it all us sign for manslaughter. Manslaughter was 21 years when the majority of us got locked up, and we've been now 30 years. So you know, we was way overdue.
So did Eastside got out the same way? The signing something?
I don't know. No, I think he. I don't know. I'll be honest because he came on way before all this took place.
Gangster, you heard the question? East Solid, he came home. How he came? He finished his time or?
No, they let him out on bond or something. He shout out to East Side.
Yeah,
I got a chance to hang out the homie. He making moves too out here. He making moves. They let him out on some kind of appeal or something. He was waiting for something. The last I knew, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, East Side out here. He want that Wilson. He taking advantage of it in a positive way. Like he got the white folks backing him. In one of them little areas, he brought me to this club. They rocking with him, bro. Like, yeah, he doing his thing. He taking.
Oh, y'all there in Texas, y'all?
Yeah, that's well, you know, that's what we do. You know what I'm saying? Nobody don't live out here, this raggedy city.
Diesel, how you and Elvin?
Rose towed out.
How you and Elvin jammed up? Y'all got cool in jail, or you knew him on the street?
We got cool in jail.
Who was that one though?
One of my partners that I grew up in the
That's the one
when
that
I was living in the Magnolia.
Oh, all right.
He's the one got me out.
What's up with you, man? Talking about the Magnolia.
No, that's what I'm saying. When I was living in the Magnolia, Elvin was my partner. Like, you know what I'm saying? We kind
What
of.
year this was?
That was in like in late 70s, early 80s.
70s.
Yeah, I'm 52 years old, brother.
Before you was around there, my nigga.
I was a Gertown. Real 17. You know, real.
Oh, you from 17 Walk?
Yeah, Gertown.
Yeah, originally.
How you claim the
Pioneer
Magnolia?
Island.
How you claim the Magnolia though?
Cause I got my name in the know you when I made my
Oh,
bond.
no, that don't go like
Nigga
that.
been set tripping,
Yeah,
man.
that don't go
Nigga
like
been
that.
set tripping, gangster.
And he was a good swimmer.
Yeah, I heard that.
Big fact. I was on a swimming team.
That nigga D was stupid.
I played football.
That don't go like that,
I
man.
don't.
That don't go like that. Hey,
I tell people I'm from Gertown.
Oh, I ain't never heard that. It's fine. I mean, I thought you
You did 20. You did 30 years in jail. You ain't gonna hear. You was so busy with the shank trying to make nobody come to the wall on you.
all in the LTI. You ain't never said you from
You never said that,
No.
bro. That's a nigga.
Magnolia. Yeah.
You was set tripping,
Oh,
It wasn't
man.
that.
And that's a
Nah,
set
that's some
tripping.
G shit.
All right, listen. Hold on, let me make this up.
Because they
I
knew
left
you as gangsta out the
Gertown.
Magnolia.
I left Gertown at 8 years old.
That's where you from.
Went to the Calio. Then went to Johnson. Then went to Phillip Street. Claiming to know you while I was in juvenile and LTI.
Okay.
And then my mama finally got a project. So I had license. I really got my license.
So you went when you was on Phillip. That's in the 10th ward.
Now the Phillip in the third
On
wall.
the 3rd ward. All right.
Phillip, right down the street with Phillip and Clara. That's why.
Okay, Phillip. All right.
So what would you say you from, y'all? What'd you say? You say from? I mean,
Well, a lot of people.
This shit gangs at the back, know you.
I mean, that's that was the popularity part. But people from Gertown was telling me like, gangster really from back here.
Hey, but hold on, let me ask y'all something. Have I ever denied that? I'm the one that started coming out telling people that, nah, I was raised in Gertown, blah, blah, blah. I could have kept that buried. Nah, I'm from Gertown because I know some legends from back there. Shout out to Chopper Tudor. Shout out to Jerry, them hounds, Cat Dad, man. I grew up with them people, man. Yeah, Pine and Olive.
well, that's what you
I used to be on a swimming team, Gertown. Listen, my parent, my godfather stayed across the street from the dome. When them little boys need to park their bike, I just charge them a quarter, put their bike over here in the yard. Bring your bike over here, but nobody gonna steal that bike, put it over here. Yeah, man.
8 years old, since Diesel asked that, yeah.
This is these.
Yeah, I wouldn't say he from the place
Magnolia,
he was
That's where he
prior to
made
8
it.
years
That's where he
old.
made his name.
I wouldn't say that. You gonna say that,
Ain't
Diesel?
nobody want to know Diesel talking
That's
about.
where you from, though. I mean,
But these, you've been in the Mouth your whole time.
my whole life.
Your
yeah.
whole run.
Look at
Never
you, my whole
so all the
look.
way.
So
Standing on that nigga, standing on business, nigga.
Nowhere else.
what was your relationship with Face?
Oh man, that's my little brother.
Yeah.
Man, face to hang together.
Yeah, because a lot of people don't, a lot of stories be coming out, but I don't really hear people talk about
Look,
Face as much. You know what I'm
Face,
saying? He was-
Face, Oreo, Flair. I mean, all of them. Uncle Larrell, Baby
Remember
Kiki,
Edward
all of them
King?
was my little partners. They
You don't
come
remember
in.
Edward King, huh?
Edward King.
That's Faye's big brother who got killed. Remember Thurman?
Yeah, Thurman.
When Thurman was in LTI for that.
Oh, when he killed the little. Oh yeah, that was Face.
That's Faye. That was Faye's brother. Edward King. That was his big brother.
No, that's ugly brother. That ain't Face brother.
Yeah, Edward King was Faye's brother.
No,
Man,
That man from the Mouth.
no.
Hell, man, he
Listen,
talking about
the
some
dude
milk.
who you talking
Man,
about,
I'm
Edward King, I used to mess with his sister.
You didn't even know he got killed.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about now. Yeah, I used to mess with his sister. Yeah, her name Audrey King.
That was fake, brother.
No. Faith lived next door to them.
Just take your lick and just say,
No, he wrong. He don't know what
no,
you're talking
you.
about. I'm telling you, I know them.
I'm
Listen,
telling you,
listen.
man.
He didn't even know the man
They
got
got the
killed.
same daddy or what?
Huh?
They don't think they got the same mom. They must have the same daddy or something.
I don't know. I know this is his brother.
Nah,
His
that's
brother.
No, I know all
You
of
just saying they got the same daddy.
them.
though.
I'm saying, I don't know. I'm asking
Okay, you don't know. He just saying it. Remember how you know?
What's that? I'm asking you to do that. Do that
Yeah,
same
he
daddy.
just tell everybody that's my little brother. Oh, that's
yeah.
my brother. He used to claim
They
on
ain't good enough about
everything.
this.
I know.
But he gonna say, but why? If he know why he say that they got the same daddy, I don't know they got the same
Yeah,
daddy.
because I know they got different mamas. Now
got
you said
different
that's his
mamas?
brother. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Face
If they got different moms, they had different dads.
That's what I'm saying. If they had the same daddy, I can see that because I know their mom.
Right.
Both of them
But
got
you don't know
separate
their
mothers.
daddy.
No, I don't know their daddies.
That's how you know I'm on the daddy side.
No, I just know Edward used to claim that's my little brother. He used to claim because me and Face was cool because I remember he got burnt up in the house.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And he told me that was his brother.
Okay.
Now, you know how Melf dudes do.
Face
They'll
had a
claim,
sister
well, that's
too,
my big
right?
brother.
Did
But
you-
you know,
No, I just know all this.
Nah, they do.
Didn't he have a
Mel?
sister too, though?
I
Did
don't
Faith
know
have a
his
sister?
I just know all his brothers.
Okay.
how many brothers you know?
3, Flair, Fat Man, and the one that's in the Feds.
Remember Thurman
Baldy.
had all them sisters back there?
Oh, yeah, Thurman had Buku's sister, yeah.
And Isaac?
Isaac.
You don't remember Isaac?
No, I don't know Isaac.
Oh, man.
I don't
this
know
man
Isaac.
really ain't.
He got eliminated kind of quick, though. But
No, he was coming. This was back in the 80s
he
we
say
talking
he
about.
got eliminated at 19, though.
Isaac?
No, but this in the 90s when he got eliminated. But we talking about in the 80s when Edward King got killed was in the 80s.
Yeah, I remember he got killed. I remember that when Thurman went to jail behind him. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't, not Face brother. I mean, I didn't know that.
Well, how many years you did gangster?
Where? In the Fed?
Yeah.
23 years, 10 months.
Oh, all right.
93 minutes and 43 seconds.
Big
you know,
fact.
they know it.
Big fact. Give me all that. 2 seconds.
Hey, that's crazy that nigga sick of that's funny, bro. We were talking about East Side. That's his thing. That nigga gonna tell.
Yeah, to the
9,125. I got that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's the exact days. I
But we
think.
want
He
all
started
our
to come up
time.
there militant. He come up there militant. His brother was one, and they killed his other brother from trying to escape. The
Yeah, he
Ku Klux
told-
Klan
yeah, he said
smashed him.
that.
Yeah.
Oh, so he went to jail right just a few years before you then.
Diesel?
Yeah.
Talking
To
about,
state?
For,
Yeah.
for the stretch. Yeah.
No, we got locked up on the same time,
If he
and
did
when you done, and you came
20.
home.
No, listen, he
came
talking
home.
about in 94.
Okay.
I was getting out on the murder charges. I was beating them like Rocky. You know,
Okay. So
you
when,
got
when,
caught.
when you get done to 15 months? In 95? And you came
That
out
was
in
96.
Okay, all right.
Oh, so you
Yeah,
ain't go through
95,
this.
that March 95, I got out in 96.
Okay.
That's when I went to the Freaknik and all that there.
You went to the Freaknik?
Yeah,
In Miami? Where was
in
Miami?
Atlanta.
in Atlanta.
I mean, it was always in Atlanta?
Always, yeah.
How many times you went?
Look,
How many, hey, that's all I was hearing about growing up. The VCR tapes. I plugged them shits in the VCR and watched them shits as a little kid.
That's fire.
when I first got out of WCI, April of 1996, I went to the Cali, Randall, Doug, Wango, all of them get ready to go to Freaknik. And because Stone and Dooney, all of them had went in 94. 93 or 94, one of them.
That was
but,
one of the best years.
Yeah, that's what it really was jumping, right? So they told me about it. Yeah, boy. So when I come home in 96, Randall was trying to get me to go with the Yo. But I had just come home the next day. I was like, nah, man, I ain't got no money. I ain't ready. Nah, I'm good. I don't want, man, we got you. Nah. But the next, I had to chop out of Gertown and put me on. So, as a matter of fact, I went out there in my Infinity truck too. So in 97 come around, that's what went out there. That's when we were beefing with the Yo at this time. I remember we in traffic.
The year before, he was going to go with the milk.
That's what
Then go with the
that-
Yo.
I'm about to ask
And
you
then
that. That
the
was
next year,
fucking
he
me
beefing
up.
with him.
But I'm
Yeah,
just saying
crazy.
it, yeah.
And let me tell you what's crazy. Because I was supposed to be at that Bowdy movie. Brown had just told me that Pete wanted to be on the roof with the K's and none of that, but they had changed all that. And then the next week or so, we started beefing.
No,
That's why I
I
wasn't in the
capping when
Bowdy.
you said that. I thought you were just joking.
No.
You was running that part right there about the roof shit. And
No,
I
that
thought
was
you
really
was
what's
just
going on.
joking.
Yeah,
All right,
Brandon
all
had told me that. So look, we in traffic, right?
That's crazy.
Hot sitting on the roof of my truck. So as I'm in driving, Hot kicking me, man, what you kick? He like, look, I look back, T-Dub in a beige 4Runner on a side street. And he mean mother looking at us and what we facing, we going this way, he over behind back here like this here. So, but we was already in traffic up this way with T-Dubs and he turned that way. But we was out there at the Freaknik together out there.
Was that the BMF era?
No.
BMF came way
After.
after.
Oh, way after that.
Yeah, I had never heard of
Early
BMF
2000s,
until
like,
2005.
This later.
I had heard about them from freaking niggas.
Yeah.
People were saying,
They probably was out there on their own time, but I'm talking about for to the
They
world,
movement.
how they got popular. It wasn't there yet.
Hey, cause you was in jail with Big Meech. So, I don't think you had got out at the time when Big Meech had did I don't know, like audio or something. Meaning when he was like, if I was out, Lil Wayne would be the president of nothing.
No. He said if I was out, BMF would have been bigger than Cash Money.
Right.
I said, boy, you done bump your head.
That's what he said.
He said that.
And you
Meech
was
said,
deaf.
huh?
You
No,
was-
no. I was home when I heard that because I had made a reaction video to
He
it.
was home.
Yeah.
He must,
We gotta leave that water alone.
no, that was a minute ago.
I've been home a minute now, brother. 3
Been
years.
home since-
Yeah, probably home then. Oh, so you went, what you said? You said why you said that when you talked to him and that you knew like the movement that he had. So you just thought that was far-fetched what he was saying, like, boy, you crazy.
They didn't have the talent to me.
Come on, think about it.
From that perspective,
Bro.
Yeah, they didn't have the talent.
All they had was Jeezy. And he was straddling the fence.
Yeah,
he wasn't
all
really
the way
locked
there
in with
artists,
them.
right.
You see what I'm saying? So you talk about Drake, Nicki Minaj, Lil Wayne. It's a dream team. Twisted all and with the Tiger all them. Man, stop playing, man.
So what do you think persuade his opinion to say that? What you
Because
think was
he
judging
felt
it
like
off of?
because he felt like he had the money. So you know with the money, I
Well,
said
that's
you
a
get the
point.
money, get the power. So he felt like I'm a likable person. My name ring. I got the clothes on. Now we come through. So you know, but the problem is, these guys was already signed to Cash Money, Young Money. So no matter what he talking about with the money, who else you was gonna get to match up with that lineup?
Even when
with
they
that
came,
big three.
even
that
when
was
it
the big
came
three.
That was
after
a big
that.
three for sure.
He tripped.
But even when he came after that with the Rich Gang with fucking with
Young Thug.
and all
Rich
like
Homie
that,
Quan.
yeah, that still was a strong little movement
Yeah.
on that side of it. So and they ain't have nothing too much better than that besides the Jeezy movement, which wasn't really signed to them. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah, so I was like, nah, mate, you tripping now.
yeah, Future too, like Ty Tom, like so. You know, he had a nice run, bro.
That's some coming, yeah. $100,000.
That was that's what it was.
Yeah. She said, I don't care, they real sisters. Trying to hit twin sisters.
That's what
Yeah,
you was
last
on.
thing
That's what
I
you was
want
on.
to ask you, like last thing, when coming home, bro, because I already see where he was at with it. When coming home, was the dress code just super different from you? Was you easy to catch it or couldn't catch it? Because we know he didn't catch it.
Well, it looks to me, he called it.
Super different because when we
He
was out,
jumped tight.
I ain't never wore no t-shirts and tennis shoes. We wore ballads and
Ballads,
polos,
right,
Yeah,
right.
I ain't never wore Jordans and all that.
Right.
Yeah.
So you was swagging before that.
Oh, yeah.
You been swagging.
Yeah, balance.
So it was
Balance
easy
and
for,
polos,
it was easy for
everything.
you to catch on.
Yeah,
You know
but
what
I
I'm
don't
saying?
like the t-shirt thing.
Right,
I don't
right,
like
right.
the t-shirt run.
Right. And you went on that iron.
Pumping iron?
Yeah, I'm asking you.
Oh yeah, that's what I do. I'm a workout fanatic. He
For
don't
the
be
whole
straight.
30?
Yeah, I fall off sometimes. Be stressed out. Yeah.
He ain't never get on.
Oh, he gonna get right.
That nigga did 20 years, man.
Yeah,
if a nigga don't do it, if a nigga don't
23 and 10 months.
Gangster.
Stop cutting the time, Gas.
You want every cent?
Give me
how much
all
nigga-
that. Yeah, I did it.
Yeah, they got paid off you every
Big fact.
minute
Yeah,
for
yeah,
sure, so I can
get
get
me.
you.
Big fact.
Hey, that be the thing, bro. I be saying that shit too. I did 3, 2, 2.5.
Give me all
Man,
that.
I'm not doing no motherfucking push-ups and don't hit no iron.
No, but let me tell you,
I'm going
Trey,
home. Fuck all that.
I should do burpees and run the track. I should love to do that. But then,
When you was slimmer.
yeah, and then so when I come home, went to Walmart, because you got to think about, in the feds, they might have them Amerforth cookies and the Red Bash cookies. They had them on there for like 2, 3, 4, 5 years, right? So when I come on to Walmart, you got Hershey cookies, M&M,
Yeah,
peanuts,
all kind of
pecan.
shit, nigga.
I said, man, bro,
Better
I
step
was
it
so
up.
burnt. I took a picture of all this. Said one of my most brother in jail. I said, boy, look at all this out here, boy. I
You
went,
missing this shit.
man.
Bitch was going to Walmart every day. That nigga was going to Walmart
Say, bro.
every day.
Yeah, bro, I cut up, bro. Man, I come out and enjoy my. And look, I should get in my car and go up and down the highway. I showed him, didn't I show that restaurant? I said, when we come up and bring you
bring
in.
the ride.
Bro, I should go up and down this block and look. I said, I'm going to go there tomorrow. I'm going to go here. I should go to these different restaurants. I would have to be free.
What were some of your favorite places like that you went to before you got locked up?
Piccadilly's.
Piccadilly?
Everybody's spot, huh?
Piccadilly was your spot?
I used to go to Piccadilly. Piccadilly is shown. You know how that was.
That was my shit. Shown. They still got
Man,
shown.
you know they got a Piccadilly out there, about Clearview somewhere out that way. We went to
Yeah,
Piccadilly.
I know they got
not
one on the West
I
Bank.
got one in West Bank.
They
too.
got one down. I went to it before I left the last time.
Right. So you done got to some steaks and shit since you been home now?
Yeah, you know, Angola, man, they got all that, bro. They got restaurants like that in Angola, for real.
So you had y'all was making moves to where you was getting raw food?
Oh, yeah, they got raw food. Yeah, they got pizza,
On the
like a
regular?
Pizza Hut every day. Yeah, every day.
Oh,
you
that's
order
legal?
something. Yeah, you sell it. Yeah.
All right. Damn, that shit
Whatever
come-
you want.
Damn, that's how them satellite camps was. They got Popo cards and everything.
Yeah,
Them
you
deals
got all
shit like that. though.
Yes, indeed, Angola. Yeah, bro, can.
Is it true that y'all built Barrel King a mansion on a prison?
They did.
Or you wasn't there for to do that?
No, the guys
that.
the dude that graduated carpentry school, they the ones that
You
built
worked in
it.
the hospital.
I'm just saying, but you was there whilst they was doing
He
it.
stealing syringes and
Yeah,
stuff.
that's what I'm
selling.
saying. Like,
He was selling syringes down the wall.
So you didn't work on a carpentry. You was just in the field.
No, I worked in the field.
At the hospital.
I taught guys how to read and write, and I worked at the hospital. My last 4 years, I worked at the hospital.
Right.
Yeah. I picked cotton and all that, man. Picture that.
Yeah, that's modern day slavery, bro.
Nigga really pick cotton. Huh?
Cotton, bro.
Was it mandatory y'all do that in the feds, like work the field, or y'all get to choose what y'all want to do?
We like in certain joints, if you don't pick a job, they'll put you in the kitchen. But the difference between the feds and the state, like at Unico, I even must went to Unico. I made $116 a month. I had a seller was making $200 a month. We had a homie named Ball. He had been down 30 years. He was making $1,000. So you got in the Fed, you got a job where you're gonna make money. So if you ain't got no outside support, every month you getting paid. And we said we knew you had to get paid before the 9th or the 10th of the month. They gonna post that money. Oh, boy, they post. So we, yeah, man. So we was getting money. We wasn't getting slave like them.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
The state had you mailing letters home,
But
indigent.
the guys in Angola, they get to make their money through the rodeo situation, right?
I used to sell hobbycraft too at rodeos.
Right.
belts and shit.
Yeah. Nigga, $1,000 a week, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 a week.
Yeah, that was the
Every
lick.
weekend.
Y'all
They
look
send
for
it
that.
home to
we
that
look
girl.
forward to that.
Start tricking.
He tricking
To
for
the girl.
No, I know.
Got license. Been down 30 years. He sending all the money home.
No.
Diesel, you need a lawyer money. Man, I send it to the girl.
A lot of them do that, and a lot of them bros come up there, they marry him and take care of him, and then when the money gone, they leave him. Yeah, a lot of them marry him.
Divorce.
Last question I got. for
You said the last-
for Diesel.
last
No,
time.
because stuff keep coming to my mind about
right.
Diesel. I didn't ask you this before, so I'm asking Diesel.
Okay.
With
Gotta
you
run.
with you
my
being
bad.
in
Hold
jail
Let me get
all the time you did, what's your relationship with your kids? Like, you know, did they come see you a lot, or it's something?
That's a
Oh,
good
yeah,
question.
man. My kids, my best friend, he always came, man. Yeah,
The whole jokes.
The whole jokes. My kids was there.
That's good,
Yeah.
bro.
Oh, they be on them now.
Yeah.
That's
He
big.
hang out after they hang like he really be on the phone. Like one of them be like she the mama.
Yeah.
Nah, he really got a good relationship with
Anybody outside your immediate family stay down with a nigga?
Yeah, a few guys out the mouth. They got about 4 or 5 guys out the mouth that's still strong with me.
Right. And them guys that be seeing you always conversing with
Howard and all them.
on the
Howard brothers,
gram.
Yeah.
That's dude that was in Angola with you? Like the dude I see on Instagram with right now.
Yeah, all of them was
All
in
of them was in
Angola.
Angola?
All of them was in Angola. Yeah,
And all of them had an L?
except for one.
And they got out through the laws and all that shit?
Yeah, laws changed, and some of them was juveniles. You know, when they get 25 years, you're juvenile. You go up for parole and get out.
No, that's love, bro. Cause
What Beanie after 17 years?
Beanie,
home, Beanie
yeah.
home.
I went and saw him.
That's chicken.
Chicken home?
Both of
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, I remember being, you know, I knew him when I
Right.
lived in Hollywood Grove.
That's right.
I went up there to see my pops, and I seen Bean, and I said,
Pause.
"What you talking about, bro?"
Man, I'm just nothing.
You know, Bean was a small dude, like, you know what I'm saying?
that's
So I'm
right,
looking
he
like,
was
man,
small.
he said, my boss said, you know him? I'm like, yeah, that nigga said, boy, that nigga be shanking, you know? Like, he was handling his business.
Oh,
He
yeah,
had
was.
a respect
Oh,
name
Bean
and that,
was
but he was
dog.
small, like, you know
I
what
was
I'm
in
saying?
Paris with him. I know. Me and Beans are running together. That's why I know.
Like,
what was the first passing with C Murder in Angola when you seen him?
I met C Murder at the dice game, really.
In the dice game?
Yeah, he used to come back there. You know, he got that money and he fat mountain. But I was at him, you know. I just, yeah. And dude said, man, you don't know that's your round? Yeah, man. Yeah. After I knocked him off a few times, he started rolling with me then. He started rolling with me. I became my partner for real. Yeah.
Free C, man.
Yeah.
Free C, man.
And I really hated it when you became my partner because I couldn't make that money no more.
Yeah.
What's up, Corey?
Real hustler nigga, boy.
Yeah, that's my
Real
brother.
hustler
Corey
nigga,
good people,
dog.
man.
Oh,
Corey's
man.
good people. Yeah, he's good people.
Nah, man, I'm glad you came with Gangsta, big brother. It was good meeting you, and we gonna do this shit again, man. It's all love.
Nah,
nigga,
I'm
fuck
coming
with
myself
Gangsta.
next time.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna leave him in the room.
It's all love, man.
Yeah.
We just kicking this shit, just real shit,
Right.
man. Real and raw, just podcasting, man. Go by Gas the Realest.
I'm Mr. MEANA the Motivator, brother.
Hey, these let the people know where they can find it. They know where to find this crazy motherfucker at.
Big facts.
Let them know where to find you at on all your shit, man. On all your shit that you got, social media, whatever you want somebody to support. Just let them know right here.
Lil Diesel, 30 flat on Instagram.
Tell them about your GoFundMe.
And GoFundMe.
Oh, hey, no, hey, listen.
And go for me.
Y'all niggas stupid, bro. Y'all niggas, no. You already know what to watch.
Watch this, don't watch it other shit, man.